I think this year I am really excited for some kind of return to normality. I think the last few years have been, for a variety of reasons for people, quite difficult and dark, and I think Christmas is a time that you particularly want joy, and you want to think about hopeful things. And I think this Christmas, I'm putting a lot into the fact that this Christmas is going to be our first normal Christmas in a while. And I'm also quite excited. This year, my little girl is just about to turn 4, and she's a lot more aware of Advent and Christmas than before. Previous Christmases have just kind of passed her by. So I'm quite excited that this year I can kind of see Christmas through a child's eyes, and see her starting to make sense of what Christmas is about. We've got an Advent calendar for her this year, and it's called Come Along Christmas. And it's she has got a chocolate one as well, but she has stickers, and every day she gets a different sticker with the Christmas story, and she's starting to be introduced to the true characters of Christmas. I think we're up to the angel Gabriel. That was yesterday, and she's just getting more and more realization of what Christmas is. That Jesus, we remember that he was born at Christmas, that she's loved by God. And that God so loved the world that he sent his son Jesus. I'm excited to see that kind of being put together over the next month. Well, there are a lot of things really that excite me about Jesus, and I was trying to pin it down to one thing. But the thing that probably stands out the most is that Jesus is God who draws near to us. I think I became a Christian when I was 18, and before then I thought that Jesus was quite distant. I thought he was kind, but he seemed far off somehow. But I've come to understand, as I've read more of him in the Bible, got to know him more, that he is a God who draws near to us. He's close to us. And there's an amazing encounter in the Bible that is recorded, and it's about a lady who had an issue of blood, bled for 12 years, and she'd gone to doctors, she tried to be healed. She was a bit of an outcast because of her issue, and she actually, rather than being made better, she was made worse by going to see these doctors. So this lady comes to Jesus. It's really busy. There are loads of people in this crowd, and she works her way through the crowd to get to Jesus, and she actually touches the outside of his cloak, and immediately Jesus knows that she's touched his cloak. He turns around and he says, "Daughter, your faith has healed you, has made you well." And he has drawn near to her in that moment, and he's healed her, not just physically, but also of the illness that we all have inside, sin. She has faith. He's forgiven her in that moment, as well as made her physically well. And I just think it's an amazing, amazing story. And maybe as a woman, I identify with it more, that this woman's whole life is just changed in that instant because Jesus has drawn near to her. And at Christmas, I particularly am looking forward to remembering that Jesus is a God who draws near to us. I find that really exciting, that he, at Christmas we remember that he humbled himself by coming as a baby, and being born in low circumstances in a manger, so that the world could be saved through him, so that we all can draw near to him in that same way, just like that lady did. I've known it since I've been a Christian since I was 18. I've known just how wonderful it is to be loved and known by Christ, and to have my life changed by him. So I hope at this Christmas time that might be something you can think about too.